Yes! I knew it! I knew I had it somewhere! Ace, look, this is what Sandy's memory core looks like. Okay, this is what you need to find.
Alders. We all miss Sandy. But she's gone, Alders. I'm sorry. She's gone.
No! I mean, not necessarily. Her user interface, her personality is designed to be merged with other units. Look, remember how we're supposed to merge Sandy with the HQ network after every mission?
Sure, but we never do because it's stupid rule and we keep Sandy our own way.
Yes, exactly. Now, that's what's got me thinking. If we can find old Sandy's memory core and bring it back, we might be able to integrate her memory with this new Sandy.
Hello.
Alders. Alders! There are thousands of exofighters out there. Think about it. How will we find science and that piece of shit Durban now that they have what they want?
No! That's just it, Madge. They don't have what they want. The Golden Goose data on Sandy's core was incomplete. She only had 2 of the data packets backed up to her core. Signs doesn't have the whole thing.
And he doesn't know it yet.
They'll be searching, which means we are still one step ahead.
We need Sandy's core back. Which means we're probably going to have to fight Durban to the death. The eyes drip terror, but the hands are still at it.
Wait, what did she say? What does that mean? That sounded scary.
It means we need plan. The old ancient exosuit trick. 3 more and we earn 3-foot-long submarine sandwich. Ugh, this one gives me creeps. Do you know how hard it is to give me the creeps? So how long was the ground able to contain this particular curse? Do we know?
680 years.
And how do we come to that number?
That black box uses a radioactive isotope cell to power the suit's locator circuit. Isotope niobium-91 has a half-life of 680 years. Any longer than that, and the power cell would have died.
Chief, I'm beginning to think maybe you're reading too many spec sheets?
Much younger than Origin Suit. Have you seen Black Box data?
Sandy managed to hack it when Ace got near this chamber during the war game. Right, Sandy?
Affirmative. The data was heavily corrupted. More time is required for a complete reconstruction and analysis.
We are about to hear the last words of an exofighter. Words that have been lost to time for centuries. Alders, this might be the coolest day of your life.
What I can't explain is why those greedy bastards never found it.
Especially considering the suit's black box has a standard locator beacon. It literally sat there for centuries, signaling its location on the rescue frequency. Anyone up there with a locator could have found it in a matter of seconds.
The Origin suit was so old the beacon was long dead. I guess they didn't think to look.
Tragic lack of imagination.
Was it you? Come on, Ace, don't look at me like that. Was it you? You shot the Watchers down, didn't you? Well, whoever it was. I'd like to give them a medal. It damaged their network security. I was able to get past the system's protections and intercept this. It's drone data. The Watchers are constantly transmitting it back to Leviathan. Basically his eyes and ears. It's been watching the exofighters, but it looks like it's also been recording data from the dinosaurs too.
Correct. There are numerous variables being reported in the data transmissions. Reflex response, fight or flight reactions in each subject, violence index.
So the question is, why is Leviathan suddenly studying dinosaurs? Ace, listen to this. I had Sandy search for any mention of the headhunters in the radio transmissions we intercepted during the war games.
Sands! It's us! Hold your fire! She's dead, Marquesi. We gotta move! She's right there! Sands! Re-envision your success. Jesus Christ! Marcassi! Marcassi! Look at her suit! She's a fucking headhunter! No! She'll stop if she sees me! Marcassi! Dad! It's me! I'm coming out!
Good lord.
Reminds me of bedtime song grandmother would sing when we could not sleep. But, you know the one. The viper and the suckling pig.
Ace, maybe do us all a favor. If you see a headhunter, head quietly in the opposite direction, yeah? So, I've got a theory about these headhunters. Sandy?
The spinal column of the exosuit mimics that of the human body. It sends autonomic nerve signals to the suit's limbs in survival situations. The suit can process reactions to pain and adrenaline spikes that happen too fast for a pilot to react.
It's reflexive. Like jerking your hand away from a fire before you consciously made the decision to move it. It's incredible, really. The exosuits are capable of anticipating attacks. Their unique sensor packages are constantly processing all kinds of battlefield microdata from moment to moment.
Alders, we are two pilots and engineer. We know this.
But then you know the human pilot is the bottleneck. The suit itself is faster than we are.
Faster than you, maybe.
But we all have our little imperfections. The spinal unit was designed to offset those human shortcomings. And we all know Leviathan uses the data from war games to continually perfect the suits. Do you see? The exosuits those pilots were wearing are constantly upgrading themselves to be ready for any combat situation, whether the pilot inside is ready or not.
All these exo fighters sent to die. To improve a system that was created to keep them alive. This is major big-time psychopath.
Or the AI equivalent. See, it's contrary to the directive. The only way artificial intelligence can go wrong like that is if the input data is biased or wrong. It would only be possible if you mess with data already coded in an AI's root architecture. It's black box, so to speak. Now, what does that have to do with headhunters, you ask?
I did not. But I would have. Continue.
So if you give an AI like Leviathan the directive, improve our exosuits, it has to complete it. It doesn't matter whether that takes 100 tries or 1,000,000, all that matters is using whatever data the exosuits send to increase the suit's survival capabilities. See, look at these early exosuits in combat. They're acting like humans, protecting each other, trying to stay alive. But if something happened in Leviathan's black box, say someone at IBIS decided human empathy was slowing down efficiency, and say added new black box data to Leviathan,
It would alter exosuits updates. But what kind of data turns exo fighters to headhunters?
what has primal killer instincts, lacks the brain development for a complex emotion like empathy, and already contributes to the stream of data that Leviathan is tracking.
That maniac machine is using dinosaurs to program exosuits?
That's my theory. But listen to this.
Re-envision your success.
See, the suit accepts the update from Leviathan, then starts fighting like an animal. I think the headhunters are Leviathan's prototypes for the next evolution of the exosuit.
But pilots can override suits' combat choices. If you are right, what is keeping pilots from overriding the suit?
They're already dead. Think about it. Anytime an exo fighter dies with their suit intact, Leviathan can slot the new combat instinct data package into the suit's spinal column, and voila, instant headhunter.
Zombies. You're talking about zombie exofighters.
zombie dinosaur exo fighters, not to put too fine a point on it.
Grave robbers.
All for the perfect suit.
More than that. If Leviathan's doing this to the software, what's it doing to the hardware? What are you making, Grave Robber?